So Rinpoche, I asked you to pick a verse from the text to, show us and to explain. And I was going to first, maybe we can put that in the chat also so people can follow along. But I was wondering,
Okay.
Rinpoche, if you could also tell us why you chose this particular verse when you teach it.
When you said that I should come up with the verses from the text, and I was just flipping through pages, and suddenly this was just right there to grab for me to grab. And then I look, like this has everything, I would say this, in these 4 verses, you have everything. The whole practice is summarized into these verses, So I thought maybe this is meaningful to share instead of picking from everywhere. For this one, I think it sounds easy, but in terms of practice can be very challenging. Yeah?
Thank you, Rinpoche. So please, do you mind reading the verse, Rinpoche? You
Okay.
got it there?
Okay. It said, discipline the mind well, and having contemplated renunciation and the desire for liberation, cut off all attachment and simply remain as a renouncant in an isolated place without outer or inner wandering. So this is the verses. So do you want me to explain? Yeah.
Yes, please, Rinpoche. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So now, discipline the mind well. Okay. Now, in this, actually, whole Buddhism is explained. When Buddha was asked, if you can put Buddhism into a few lines, what will be? Right? And it was to avoid all act of non-virtue, and to cultivate act of virtue, and tame your mind. This is Buddhism. So this is what this means. So basically, taming mind. So taming mind is not like taming wild animal. Like tiger suddenly starts saying meow, sounds very funny. But not like something. It has a different perspective. When you say taming, it doesn't mean that you're over, you are controlled by something. Taming here means you are encouraged, or you are building up your immune system, if you say, to all this negative forces, all this emotion, because somehow we always tend to lose when we have to confront emotions. And this is where we are encouraged, and we are given all the reason why emotion is not your good friend. And we need to tame emotion, not only for others, for ourselves too. So this first line explains we need to tame, because today we are too wild, we are not settled. So we need to tame ourselves by building up all the knowledge we learn from gurus, or for the books that we read from, and that's what discipline the mind well. Because if mind goes crazy, then your life can be ruined, and so you don't to make sure that our mind is not too wild. And so through the practices, we are able to tame our mind. Having contemplated renunciation. So renunciation, a lot of people seem to have a different, different interpretation. I mean, like for many individuals, renunciation means to leave everything, to live in the forest, and to have simple food, and change totally your appearance, keep long beard, wear different dresses, for many people. I mean, there's nothing wrong. There's probably good first step. But this is not all renunciation means. You can renounce everything while you are in the city. So now what true renunciation means, as Thomas explained is in mahamudra advice, he said true renunciation means there's no barrier between you someone you like, someone you dislike. The love that you share with someone you dislike and like is equal in terms of preciousness, in terms of weight, is the same. Okay. Today, like to love to our loved one is always more profound, and the love to the stranger is very thin, very thin. You know, there's no weight at all. So renunciation means to bring everybody together. You know, to respect everybody as equal and like your family. You know, so I would say that, you know, we all have love. Even wild animals, even tigers, it has love to their cubs, you know, their babies. But here we are trying to improve, make it better, more profound, and more reaching. That's the love that we are seeing.